Hey, what's going on? This is Virgil the Strange, also known as Soap. This is another rendition of the Regrettable podcast, and this is another special edition because I got a surprise for you guys. You'll never guess who it is because he's a nobody. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
I'm Daimon Damaske. I'm a fellow comedian. I know Soap from some of the anime conventions around here that I've done some of the comedy stuff there.
Yeah, and he's been in the scene for a few years now, at least as long as I have. So, if you don't know him, shame on you, because he's one of the handful of us that's actually good.
Thanks.
For all my Yaoi fan listeners, he was one of the first guys that went up and actually got people to laugh at the panel that I had. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Mm. All two of you.
Yeah, both of you.
Both of you.
I have like two listeners, and they're the same guy that just listens in two days in a row. And it's Matthew Cartagena. He's the only guy that really supports me. That guy's. Do you know who he is?
I think was he the one that did the non-jokes? Is he the one with the?
Yeah, he that spider joke. He was there too. He's like I'm like his evil twin apparently.
Alright. We look nothing alike, so that's good.
Yeah, we're nothing alike except physically. We have a skin tone, and I have much better hair though.
Of course. I miss my hair. I used to have long hair too. I really miss it.
I know. I remember that. You looked so different without the long hair. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to be like a dick or anything, but you should grow it out.
No, I want to grow it. It's getting work, man. It's like the company doesn't pay. I'm doing like yaoi conventions for free, so I'm not getting much money out of it.
Yeah, that. I didn't think that was gonna work. I don't know how we got you guys in for free. It's like, okay, I know how we did it because it was like I didn't lie to the staff. I was completely honest, and I said these guys are here to work for me, which was true, and it was just too late to get a badge, so that's how it worked.
Yeah.
So for any staff who's listening, I was legit.
All right,
so
that's good.
So you know Matthew Fazio, right?
All right, I love Matthew. In fact, we celebrated Halloween. We went trick or treating. Actually, I'm not even a joke. I literally did that. I got a bunch of fucking candy.
You went trick or. All right.
Yeah.
All right, you guys do what you want.
I literally I dressed up as Rorschach. My brother was V, and then I literally I got my brother's costume and Fazio's costume. Fazio went as mustard. If you go on his Facebook, you'll see he was literally just a mustard. And I just had that. I do movies, so I just had a bunch of just random costumes in my fucking trunk. Just like, hey, I got a V mask, I got a trench coat, you can be V. I got a top hat, I got a mustard thing for some. I don't even know why I have that. Honestly, I had that at some point.
Wait, like V for Vendetta?
Yeah, V for Vendetta. Yeah.
Did you have it? Did you have a Natalie Portman with you?
Nah, we didn't. Unfortunately.
I can't stand that bitch.
Really? I think
she's such a cunt.
She was good. She was good in Black Swan. I mean, like honestly, I'm one of those kind of people that tries to separate the art from the artist. So I don't know much about her personal life. But she probably is a bitch. Like I have no idea. But like, I mean, like for instance, if you're supposed to hate like artists, you'd hate like H.P. Lovecraft because he's a racist, or Pablo Picasso because he's a misogynist asshole, or Hitchcock.
Who wasn't racist back in his days?
But he was like overly racist. Like even in the 20s, people were like, "This guy's pretty racist." I mean, he's
I'm okay with that. But you know, Natalie Portman, as attractive as one may think she is, she looks like the kind of girl that's gonna beat her kids. You know what I mean? She has that look, that stern Israeli look, because she's like Jewish from Israel, which is like the worst kind. And she just looks like she's gonna beat her kids.
To me, she looks like the kind of girl that when she wouldn't raise her kids. She's like the kind of girl that she drinks like martinis and then gets the Mexican maids to raise her kids. That's who she reminds me. She's not gonna beat her kids. She's not gonna see her kids. So.
Yeah, that could be true. I think she's gonna beat them. I think she's gonna beat them with a sack of oranges, a la
Crosby.
Bing. There you go. I was gonna say Fred Astaire, but
Fred Astaire's a badass. Don't besmirch his name.
Yeah, I'll do it anyways. Fred Astaire.
He was in Towering Inferno, for God's sakes. Come on.
He was in a porno?
Towering Inferno. So no. Maybe he was. I don't know. I can't say he wasn't, but I don't know.
If he was, he earned my respect.
I'll send you. I'm gonna look for it tonight, honestly. Fred Astaire porn.
Yeah, that'll be a fun thing to watch.
You don't exist. You know, like if it's not him, it's like some guy like doing a dance. You know, like a spoof of one of his movies or some shit.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, and just so my listeners know, you guys, as you know, I've been sober. I've been trying to keep it sober for a couple of days, and I have a beer, so I'm not really succeeding right now. My girlfriend's gonna hear this and give me shit. And, you know, speaking of Jews, my girlfriend is Jewish. Holy shit! What? Why don't they shut up? You know, it's just like, stop talking. Like, I don't think
the Jew has anything to do with that. I don't think that's.
Oh no! Her family. Listen, I love them all, but Jesus Christ, shut up. You know, it's just. Just give me a minute. Like, let the hangover set. Okay, I'm being racist. Anyways.
Yeah.
This is turning out to be an excellent podcast. So, you do open mics too?
Oh yeah, I've had a little trouble. In fact, actually, I kicked out on the open mics. It's not an exciting story either. It's just I didn't bring people. Like, people that know comedy, I think you know about this. Like, there's certain places you have to bring like at least like 10 people or something in your own time.
Yeah.
And I just kept not bringing people. Okay, hey, show up. I'm like, okay, I'll bring 10 people. I wouldn't. Like, it's not like I wouldn't try. It was like I don't know people here. I just moved here. Like it's been 4 months now, but I barely leave the house. I think you understand.
Oh, definitely. I don't talk to humans.
Exactly. And that's why we have to Skype, human contact.
Yeah, there you go.
But keep us connected. But yeah, so that's basically what I did. Is so I just didn't bring people, you know, and I had a flyer too. It wasn't like I didn't try. Like I Photoshop. I got a bunch of flyers, sent to a bunch of people. And I just, you know, like it's like $10 for some guy they don't know. It's like, oh fucking, I don't know this guy. Why would I spend $10? You know?
Yeah, no one's gonna show up for that. Even though you're actually funny.
I appreciate that. My
girlfriend thought you were really funny.
Cool.
I mean, she wasn't there. She just saw the video recording.
Oh, that recording was so awful. Like, I don't blame the guy. It was such a bad angle. Like.
Yeah, it was. The whole setup was. I mean, I've been doing that comedy panel at YowieCon for a couple of years. The first year was the greatest year because they gave us a real room, but they didn't give us mics. And then they realized how much I sucked, and they stopped giving me good rooms. So it's like every room we get is my fault because I'm terrible at the Yowie audience. Yeah,
well, it was interesting. It was fun though. I mean, it was a challenge, definitely. Like, I liked, you know, they were a pretty receptive crowd. Even the heckler bitch, like, she was even kind of funny. Whatever.
Oh, that fucking cunt. She's like, show us your dick. I was like, you first. You know, don't just. Oh well, what a rude thing to say. But you know what? Go fuck yourself. Don't just blurt out shit. And then like people are like, keep trying, bro. What do you mean keep trying? Maybe you should keep trying to get the jokes. I know I'm funny. You know what I mean? It's like. It's not me, it's you.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the issue, like, Louis C.K. talked about this. It's like, you know, hecklers want to be part of the show. You know, they feel like, you know, so it's a one-to-one type thing. It's interactive. It's not. It's not fucking interactive. It's a one-way shit. You know, it's...
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Comedians like that, or like that. I hate it. I can't stand hecklers. Like, I think, you know, it's the way I look at it, like, I'm to me, it's like putting cell phones in a theater. You know, like, you're fucking so self-centered, you're going to put, like, you can't wait, like, 5 seconds not open your fucking mouth. And you can't wait 5 seconds to show up your fucking cell phone. Cell phones at a theater. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, it has. It's so distracting because you see it. and it's like, what? Wait, you know what it is reasonably, but because you're in the zone, remembering your material, it just throws you off. And you're like, is someone's hand glowing? You know, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was like I always want to do. I've never done this before, but I know Matt's done some stuff like this before. Matthew Fazio. He did like picking up the cell phone and talking to people and like that. I want to do that one these days. Like I've never had the balls to do that yet, but that's definitely something I want to try.
Fazio is a different beast. He is a different.
I know
he
so much.
So do I. Like I know I talk shit about him, and I do because he's my friend.
Exactly. Well, he's a fat. Fuck that guy, but seriously.
Him and his brony shit. Ah, Jesus Christ. Get over it, dude. Come on. Just get a girlfriend and call it a day. You know?
Well, easier said than done. Have you seen the guy? Like, He's not a bad-looking guy, but he looks like...
No, he's not.
He looks like he's going to be... He's like the nerdiest. He looks like a reject from Revenge of the Nerds or Big Bang Theory, or he looks like a serial killer. Those are the only two options he has going for him.
But he's funny. That gets all the bitches wet. He's one of those guys.
He's weird funny, though. He's not like... He's not going to make you, like... He doesn't make you bust up laughing. He makes you kind of, like, cringe. It's just hilarious. He's the funniest guy.
No, he's really funny. Yeah. He's good. I admire, like, we have conversations where we talk about what we like about each other because we're gay like that.
Yeah.
And he can interact with an audience in a way that I can't hope to imagine. The way he does it, it's so natural. I can't do that. I don't know how he does that.
I think he just doesn't give a shit. I mean, being a brony, I imagine you can't give a shit, I think.
Yeah, all the shit he gets for, dude, this is a good story. All right, so at Fanime, and this is going to piss off my ex-fiancée if she hears it, but, what are you going to do? Like, her and I were fucking in the bathroom, right? Okay. And, like,
it's already hilarious. Just imagine you fucking something.
Oh, yeah, because when does that ever happen?
Exactly.
But, except for, my pillows. But anyways, we were in the bathroom.
Oh, no. I've never been to his house, but...
We were in the bathroom going at it, and like, I could hear him playing guitar, and I know he was trying to play louder so he couldn't hear us. And I know I feel so bad for him because he had to deal with that shit the whole weekend because we wouldn't stop fucking. It was great to make him feel so uncomfortable.
Like, that did actually happen to me with Matt, but at the same time, it went back on me, too. Like, there was one time where we went to the actually at the Anime Expo at the when we did the judges when I was judged for the Last Comic Standing here. I actually got with a girl I made out with her and stuff like that, and I ended up seeing her later on and things, and I remember I could see Matt was uncomfortable, like he wasn't very happy about it, and but he got me back though because then New Year's happened and then he got a girl and I didn't, so it was like so it kind of was kind of a wash at that point. That was so pissed when it happened, too. I was like, what? I wanted to commit suicide. Matt got a girl. I didn't. But I got over
it. Was it that girl that he has on his Facebook that she's really cute?
I don't know.
Because like, he dated someone who was gorgeous.
Oh, no. It wasn't her. No, it wasn't her.
Oh, and man, let's not get into his business too much, but that girl was gorgeous. She was gorgeous. What did he do to fuck that up?
Apparently, he broke up with her, so I don't want to say. Yeah, that's not talk shit. I don't know. He said he broke up with her. I believe him. I mean, like,
I believe him.
Someone that hot to date Matt would have to have problems. So I'm like,
yeah. That is a very, very valid point. Like, how long have you known? Okay, so I guess this is going to be two comedians talking about a better comedian. How long have you known him?
I knew Matt for like 2 years. I knew him maybe it's almost 3 years now. Because I went to we went to college together. That's how we met. We met actually at Lapology. Yeah, UC Santa Barbara.
Lapology.
Yeah, we're both film majors too. We're like almost all the people at Lapology are surprisingly film majors. And that's how we basically met. It was like all three of us. It was like 4 or 5 of us. But yeah, I got through Matt because basically how I got friends with Matt too. We played D&D. I'm gonna admit it right now on the air. I played D&D.
Oh, that's fine. I used to do it too. I don't do it as much. I play WoW. Everyone knows that. I don't give a shit. Fuck them.
I couldn't afford WoW. Like, I'd like to do WoW. I just couldn't afford it.
Well, I'm with a Jew, so I got money. You know what I mean?
Wow. Stereotypes.
It's raining diamonds. It is what it is. Listen, they don't. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna get into that, but I've known Fazio for like, I think 5 years now.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And I've just earned more and more respect. And, like, for the listeners who don't know, back in 2010, it was him and I at the Last Comic Standing going head-to-head.
Mm-hmm.
And that was probably my most favorite show to do because I went against him. It's like going against someone you respect. It's like, how am I going to break this guy down? It's like, it's such a... It's almost an honor.
It's like a Rocky thing. It's like
he
respects Apollo Creed, but he needs a shit out of him. Like
Yeah, I was more like Apollo Creed because my dick is bigger. And
and you lost, so.
Yeah, exactly, and I lost, and I have more fans because of it. No, no,
Exactly.
no. Okay, we can't spend the entire
No,
podcast.
that's fine. That's fine.
Great.
Yeah. So I'm from Modesto, like you said. And that's like you're from San Francisco, so I think you kind of know that area. And it's literally like it's a NorCal, and it's literally like a cigarette sting right in the middle of California. Like it's literally like Turlock, Fresno. The entire place is like a wasteland. It's literally
Turlock is such a dumperoo. What a fucking shithole that. You know what place really sucks? Oh wait, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say like Modesto, every single city around there, but like essentially Modesto is like the only place that's actually been ravaged by a zombie apocalypse already. Like everything's boarded up, everything's dilapidated, you know.
Yeah.
And you have these people that are voting and half dead. We call them tweakers. You know, it's literally just the worst. It's
there's
so glad to be away.
Gilroy. Have you been to Gilroy lately?
I've never been to Gilroy actually.
Oh, stay out of it. Holy shit.
I'll take your advice, yeah, I will.
Oh, what a fucking shithole. Gee. You know what else? You know what other place sucks?
What?
But it's good, but it's kind of not? Petaluma. You know, like last time I went to Petaluma, it was for it was for a band.
A band?
Yeah, it was a good band. It wasn't one of those shitty bands like Jesus. It was a good band. But anyways, Petaluma is one of those places that sucks, but it's good. You know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but
it's bad and it's good. So it's like
there's no black people, so that makes me feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
It's like
I can see that. That's what Santa Barbara was actually. You see Santa Barbara, like no minorities really, and it was really like it was awful actually. I would say I wasn't happy with that.
Well, there's Cubans in Santa Barbara because I know a friend of mine who's Cuban went to school and majored in film. Surprisingly enough, is that what everyone does in Santa Barbara? They major in film?
No. Literally, no. Santa Barbara literally does not. Like it's funny. Santa Barbara is literally like a world famous university, but for science. It's like all like 99% of the money goes to like science, like marine biology and shit like that, cellular biology. They have a virtual reality matrix thing where you can like find out biology and like 3D schematic. Like the film department, it's like 1%, like of 1%. Like they're like it's 1%. It's like that in history and English, like all like the 1% budget.
Then why is it that everyone I know from Santa Barbara is a film major?
What happens is like it's actually the only university. It's actually decent like film department besides UCLA and USC in the Southern California area. That's the reason why. It's like if you don't go to USC or UCLA, you go to Santa Barbara, pretty much. And it's like that's why it's all the rejects. Like we're all the misfit toys of film majors.
That's a nice thing to say about you and Fazio and everyone else I know. That's just say your rejects. I like that. That's good.
We're all misfit toys. It's like I'm the Jack in the Box prop, and then I don't know. Foz is the elf that wants to be the dentist. I don't know. Gay one.
My listeners are gonna love this podcast because they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are these guys talking about?" And it's like, you know what? I don't know either.
We don't know either. How many listeners do you have? I'm curious. Is it in the single digits? Come on, be truthful.
Honestly, I think there's probably like 7.
That's more than I expected. It's not bad.
Yeah, like I know Cartagena. I know he listens. I know Fazio has listened.
Yeah.
Danny, you know Danny Gonzalez?
Yeah.
He is what he is. He's, you know, to go ahead and plug. I'm doing a favor for Danny. He's got a show tomorrow. I don't know where it is, but I'm sure if you know where it is, I'm sure you know where it is. So go there and support him because I guess he needs it. I don't know. He's a good guy. Whatever.
I know him too well. Like I only know him through the last comic standing. So like the only people I know are from like that, pretty much. Besides Foz, who I knew from like a while ago.
Well, you know me from YaoiCon now. So.
Yeah, I knew you from things. Yeah, exactly. And
yeah.
Did the other Matt? Did he go to the Anime Expo? I don't recognize him.
Yeah. Cartagena has been at every LCS. He hasn't made it through yet, but that's because he doesn't give a fucking shit.
Yeah.
He's awesome like that.
His jokes, I can tell. Yeah.
He just doesn't care, and I love that about him. He's a really cool guy.
He's a nice guy. No, as a person, he's like a nice guy. I like that.
Yeah, he is. And I'm like one of the few that would consider myself a fan of his work because he has such bizarre jokes. The problem with them is that he stretches them out too long, but they're so bizarre.
He loves his unsolicited advice. You know the problem this guy's jokes are?
Yeah, well, you know what? That's what I do. I judge people. That's what I do. But and I know he's going to listen to this. He stretches out jokes a little bit too far, but the jokes that he has are so absurd and insane. I love it. He can actually be in person. He can be really hilarious. It's weird how funny he is off stage. It's like everyone tells him, dude, you should be a comedian, and then the second he gets on stage, you're like, why are you a comedian? It's such it's a mean thing to say, but what are you gonna do?
It's the opposite too. There's people like me where I'm like, I'm funny on stage, I'm off stage, I'm like, get away from me, like I punch people. Like,
yeah, I'm the same way. I totally understand you. Like I'm not funny off stage. When I do my jokes and stuff, that's weeks worth of orchestration and rehearsal. That's not I mean, it's natural to a point where I hate people, but it doesn't. Like, that's what I hate about Fazio, because what he does up there is completely natural. You know what I mean?
That's who he is. Yeah. So it's fun. So open mics has been like an issue. I've been looking for jobs lately because again, like, comedian doesn't pay. Like, at least not for me. I don't know about you.
Well, I actually did get paid. I got paid like $30 in tips at EICon.
That's sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, but I spent $150 to get there, so it didn't quite even out, you know.
Yeah, I remember. I've only got paid a couple of times. Like, for real, I can technically call myself a professional comedian. I like throwing that ball in his face. I'm actually professional. I was like in Modesto. There's this place called a fucking shitty place in the Modesto. It's called the Fat Cat. I think it's like the Fat Cat House or something like that. And it's really just not great.
Wait a minute. Let me stop you right there. There's a comedy club in Modesto?
Well, it's not only a comedy club. It's like a club, like music acts and stuff like that. There.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because Modesto having a comedy club would be like hell having a break room. It just doesn't make sense.
Hell has to have a break room. There's so many people going to hell. If hell exists, which it doesn't. But if it did, you can imagine it'd be a lot.
I'm one of them. Let me tell you.
Yeah. I'm not too worried again. Like, the people that purport that hell exists don't believe in evolution, so I don't really have too much faith into what they have to say about anything. I'm maybe thinking like all what?
I know this is weird. Like, okay, we're getting into a different. You know what? Let's let it roll. Let's get into this. Let's get into this.
Right.
If hell exists, that would be so fucking awesome. I think it would be awesome if hell existed. Cause
explain yourself.
What could it possibly be like? I mean, I can't imagine. Like, have you played God of War 3?
No, I suck at it. I have no like hand-eye coordination. Like, I get pissed off that I throw my controller at the TV, then I have to buy a new TV, and like that's not worth it.
Okay, well, like in God of War 3, Kratos, the main character, he goes to Hades like.
Well, Hades is not really hell. Hades is like where people go.
Okay, yeah. Like, be that as it may, it's still a place of the dead.
Yeah.
It's not really hell. It's just where the dead go. If the afterlife was like that, how awesome would it be? Because in God of War, you see the earth above you, and like bodies are constantly falling, and it's gray and gloomy. It's the most beautiful landscape I've ever seen. And I know that sounds a little gothy, but you got to admit that's the gloom of that is so alluring, you know. And it's
coming from a guy who is pretty much gothic. I wear the trench coats, the black hair, the piercings, all that kind of stuff. Like
Cossack.
What?
You have a Cossack?
Cossack? I don't think I go that far yet, but
you can't. Oh, you're not a fetishist then.
I'm not a fetishist. No.
All right. Well,
Well, yeah, because the issue though is like we're trying to out-goth each other. Like, what? Do you have the chains? I don't have the chains. Do you get bondage? You don't do bondage. How do you not? No, but it's like the fucking hipsters. Like, no, my fucking mustaches were curly, so I'm more of a hipster. No, I wear glasses without fucking the lenses. I'm more of a hipster. But no,
this all day.
Exactly. But it's just like when I was in high, I remember like I would wear the trench coat. I like sunny days. Like I don't know why. Like I feel happy in sunny days. Like I hate rain. gloom reminds me of rain, and I hate being cold and wet. There's the two things I hate being. I hate the beach, and I hate rain. So I hate I hate gloomy stuff. So I think that as long as it rained, maybe I'd like it. Like, I think it looks cool and has the great clouds, but I don't know. I'd always be afraid. I think I'd always be stressed out. But
Well,
it hasn't rained for 1,000 years, but it might rain today. So.
it's actually been raining up here in the city.
Oh, really?
It's been raining like 3 days in a row. It was like actual rain. It was like, holy shit. And there was thunder. It was like, holy shit, Thor is pissed at somebody.
Exactly. Or
No,
or Zeus, depending on which mythology, or God, if you're an idiot.
God can suck a dick. Zeus and Thor. That's what it's about. Okay, here's a good question.
Okay.
Who do you think would win in a fight, Zeus or Odin?
Zeus or Odin? I actually don't know enough about Odin, but I just assume Zeus just to piss off Marvel fans. Just to fuck it, Zeus will win.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, I agree with you. I think Zeus would win, and the reason being is that Zeus is naturally immortal, and Odin isn't.
Oh,
he can die.
Oh yeah, Ragnarok. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, he can die, and he will die. And but I would so side with Odin just because of the whole metal.
Yeah.
How much good metal comes out of Greek mythology? Unfortunately, none.
Really, none? Yeah, I know, because I know Amon Amarth for like Norse mythology. Like I love Amon Amarth so much.
Oh, Amon Amarth are awesome.
I was hoping to have like Thor or some of their songs going in like for the Thor soundtrack. I really wanted like be heading up the king or something. That song, have that at the end of fucking Thor. I knew it never happened, but I was like hoping that maybe maybe Kat Dennings' character could have like Amon Amarth or her like stereo for a couple seconds or something. It'd be fucking awesome.
Was she that broad? She was the brunette broad.
Yeah, the hot one.
Oh yeah, she was so hot. Holy shit!
Have you seen her titties? They actually have the leaked cell phone thing.
Really?
Yeah, you look it up, man.
Oh, dude, say that for my listeners, including myself. I have to find that shit.
Kat Dennings is her name, and then there's like leaked cell phone stuff. It's like the whole Scarlett Johansson and Vanessa Hudgens bullshit. Like that happened to her too.
Oh, that's so hot. I gotta find that. I'm looking that up right now. Jesse, I know you're probably listening to this. I'm sorry, but I have to see this bitch's tits. Jesse's my girlfriend, so
she can't blame you at that point. It's Kat Dennings. Come on.
Yeah,
it's like she like if your girlfriend was like, "Hey, I'm gonna look up Ryan Gosling's dick," would you really get pissed at her? Would you?
I wouldn't get pissed because I know that she would be like, "Ew, it's gross." Because listen, my dick is glorious. It's like, all right, that's not going anywhere. But
you know it's not glorious when you have to say it's glorious. We have
no.
I think it's so big. No, it's small.
I have to say it's glorious because nobody other than my broad has seen it in a long time. Speaking of which, now that we're talking about penises, I'm actually going to be in a porno.
Really?
Which I promoted. Which I can't find the picture, dude. I can't find the picture. I'm looking. I don't see shit.
I've seen it. I know, and then people have probably seen it too. So if she took it down, I feel sorry for you because they are very glorious tits.
Oh, fuck. You gotta send me an email or something. This isn't something that I can't not see. She's too hot to not see naked.
Totally. I liked her even 40-year-old virgin when she's supposed to play like a 16-year-old. I was already down. I think she was 18 at the time, but she was playing like 16.
You pervert. But anyways, about my porno.
You like anime. Come on, you have to be a pervert to like anime.
Yeah, well, I don't like anime, so.
That's why you're like me. I'm not really a big fan of anime. I just go to conventions.
No, that's serious. Like, I go to conventions not because of the anime. I go because of my friends, and I go because it's free. You know, the room parties are always free. Mm-hmm. You get drunk for free, so why would you not go?
Exactly. And it's like, yeah. I mean, yeah, those chicks were hot. And mostly chicks. I was so surprised. I was so happy to find that out.
Fuck the broads. Women are. I should not say that because most of my fans are really asshole guys. So what am I worried about? Okay. Now to all my listeners out there, we are going to take a little break because, to be quite honest, I gotta go piss. So we're gonna pause this right now, and we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back, and we
found the Kat Dennings tits, right?
We found the picture. Holy shit. If you haven't seen this, look it up. Oh my God, you would titty fuck her for days, let me tell you. And this includes my female listeners, because I know most of you are gay. Holy shit! Seeing those tits is liable enough to turn me straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
But
time.
I like the fact there's no jokes. I'm just like, yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But,
There's nothing joke her tits. But anyways, okay. Let's move on to something a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
Cambodian genocide. How do you feel
I'm
about
totally
that?
for it. I'm totally for it. I think it's a bad rap. I think that we should I think we should know all the facts first before we start like jumping to conclusions.
Yeah. The whole you know what? No. All right. Okay. Let's not. Moving on.
What do you want me to say? Just like, yeah, I'm against it. Like, obviously, there's nowhere to go from there.
We're not against genocide here at the Regrettable. If we were against genocide at the Regrettable podcast, would it really be regrettable?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So say everything you never wanted to say. You say it now because we regret everything on the show.
I regret being on here to begin with, honestly. So it's perfect.
You regret being on my show?
No, actually, I'm fine. I'm just kidding, man.
No, I know. I know. So I don't know personally. So, do you have any shows coming up?
Unfortunately not, man. I've been really out of it. I've been spreading my time a lot of places. Like I'm writing. I'm doing hopefully a web series. Actually, with Matt, me and Matt are working on a web series. Hopefully.
Oh, what's the name of it?
We don't. It's untitled. It's the first idea we have right now is about a horror. It's called a horror house or something. It's basically like a 50s type sitcom, but like its house is haunted. But it's like real scary, like literally like Silent Hill scary. But they respond to it in like really cliche, like we have it where like for instance like he's trying to get his boss to get a promotion, and his boss goes in the bathroom, and then as he's like trying to like wash his hands, there's like blood comes from the bathtub, and his dead wife comes in and he commits suicide, and the husband goes to the door like, oh, I guess honey, we're not getting that promotion, you know, with the laugh track and stuff like that. So it's like trying to take the self, basically kind of it's kind of not pretentious, but kind of like the self-centeredness of like most sitcom plots, and trying to take it to its logical extreme, where like.
Sorry, I had to do
that. Wow. All right. Well, I had a fun time, but I'll talk to you later. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, no, but just so you know, I have a laugh track, so.
Okay, thanks for warning me. But yeah, no, that's basically it's in the planning stages. So I'm working on that, and then I'm in a band, a metal band, obviously. So.
Really? Not a country band? I could have sworn you were like a country music.
The scene was just too brutal. I couldn't handle it, and racist. No. I was never. I'm from Modesto. Like that's a redneck place. I know all about country. I can't stand that fucking. I like Taylor Swift though. I do like. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it. I like Taylor Swift, some of her stuff. I like cheesy pop stuff. I don't care.
You know, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not a fan, but you know, I'm not gonna knock you for being a fan of that. Her and her giant body. She's like 6'9".
Really?
You know, like.
Well, then again, you're like 3'2", so I guess everybody's giant to you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's true. All right. But feel free to plug your shit, man. This is a place to do it. You know, 3 of my listeners will listen to it, and they'll be like, "Oh, dude, this guy's onto something."
Exactly.
So feel free.
Yeah, that's cool. Everything's kind of half baked right now. Like, I just started the band a couple months ago.
What's the name of it?
Fallen Hero. It's a metal band. They've been around. They themselves been around for a couple years, but I just joined recently, like when I moved down here. So I'm like 3 or 4 months.
So if you don't mind me asking, where exactly are you at now?
When you were like
city, just city.
Oh,
you know, don't give me your address because I have like stalker.
No problem. I live in San Diego. Right now. San
Diego. I've heard a lot of terrible things about that place.
It's not bad. You know, I'm from Modesto though, so.
Well, yeah. So what do you know?
Maybe it's skewed a bit. So.
Yeah, you've moved up from diarrhea to solid shit. So what do you know? Modesto is a fucking dump.
Have you been to Modesto actually?
Yes, I have. I've been. Yeah. Anyways, let's not talk about that.
Like the bad experience
Those
there.
are,
You can't watch. You
oh,
can't
man,
watch
so
Think of Modesto off. You pass through on the highway. You're like, oh my god, why does it smell so bad? What's...
oh God. Oh shit. Oh Jesus.
I'm not even kidding.
You know what? I don't.
I do.
I know. I know you're not kidding. That's why I don't want to talk about this.
The downtown actually, the downtown center actually has like a sewage system. This is not a joke. Literally, like it used to smell like shit, like in the downtown area, like where the metropolitan area, where all the nightclubs and the big theater and everything like that smelled like shit at certain times. Because they try to clean.
At certain.
Yeah, exactly. So like 7 p.m. It's like, what the fuck does it smell? Oh my god! Like the epicenter of Modesto.
It's the flushing hour.
Exactly. Pretty much. It was so bad. I feel like the shit monster from like Dogma was going to come out and attack us. That's just your reference. Like maybe people in the world know that joke, and then like I doubt they're your listeners.
Oh no, my listeners are pretty savvy. Give them both of them are very savvy people.
I'm glad we got a Dogma joke.
I have smart fans who like Kevin Smith.
That's cool. I do have.
Have you seen Red State?
I didn't like it. Like I didn't hate it. Like I respected it.
You didn't like?
No, I didn't like it. I thought.
Oh my.
Okay, let's be serious for a moment. I thought it was kind of plotting. I thought that the characters, like it jumped around too. I didn't care about the characters. Like I felt like the kids I thought were too generic, and then I felt that the family, you're supposed to hate them because they're religious. And he was playing with this moral ambiguity of like, extremism on both sides, both the government stance on it and both the religious stance on it. And it was kind of just muddled, I felt.
But it was more than just like, who was the villain? Like the old guy. I don't remember his name.
It was Michael Parks, the actor. I don't remember the.
Yes, he was so creepy.
He was good, but like the pacing was so off. Like his speech was awesome, but it went on for like 3 hours. I'm like, come on, Kevin, we get it. He's crazy. He gay people.
I liked it. I liked it. I liked him. I liked the cinematography. I liked the things that Kevin Smith did with it, and I liked it a lot. Sorry, I'm hiccuping.
No, I didn't hate it. Like I respected it. Like John Goodman was good in it, and it was, and the moral ambiguity was respectable. But I felt like it was muddled rather than moral ambiguous. If that makes sense. Like it felt.
Yeah, it does. You do make sense.
Yeah, it felt like he was trying to play both sides, but it was like I didn't really know what point he was making out of it. Like that was the issue. And I'm assuming he was making a pretty decent point. I mean, there's a lot of things he was trying to say. I just felt muddled. I think he's just saying too much and not giving enough credence to a lot of things. I don't know. I didn't feel connected, I guess. And I feel like something like Watchmen or something like Breaking Bad or something like Zodiac.
Oh, Breaking Bad! I love that show.
Yeah, these kind of shows that deal with like gray morality, and they emotionally invest you in it. And like, even if you have a character you don't agree with, or you have things you understand that are more ambiguous, like I just didn't care about the characters in Red State, so it was really hard for me to connect. And like John Goodman, for instance, he wasn't introduced to like the third act. Like he was the best part, but he was like. It took like 50 minutes before he's even introduced. It's like it.
Yeah, it was too little, too late. I think.
So I mean, like again, I respect it. And I felt it was a good step for him. Then he'd cop out. So I don't know what step that was, or did that come after cop out? I don't remember chronology. Was that after cop out or before cop out?
It was before, I think.
Okay, yeah. Then
Red State's pretty old.
Yeah,
at this point.
Took like 4, 5, 10, 20 steps back with Cop Out. That movie is so bad.
I didn't see it, but I like Kevin.
Oh, I love Kevin.
I hate what he did with Daredevil. I don't know if you remember back when he had a run on Daredevil a couple of years, like maybe 10 years ago. I fucking hate what he did with it.
I love superheroes, but I'm not a big. I don't really I love graphic novels because they're finite. And the problem I have with books is the same problem I have with like soap operas or like long running like Simpsons or something. It's like end, and it feels like comic book. Like I like the movies, for instance, they'll have like a finished story, and like the comic books keep making excuses why they're alive for like 50 years but haven't aged at all.
Yeah.
And so like stories get ridiculous sometimes, like especially retcon stuff.
Frank Miller handled that pretty well with The Dark Knight Strikes Back and The Dark Knight.
Was so terrible. Like
you hated it?
So I like Dark Knight Returns. I love Dark Knight Returns. I feel that's one of seminal. I think it deserves all the acclaim it gets. and I love, I even liked Kingdom Come, like that was like Mark Wade's, I think.
Oh, Kingdom Come, great art. Alex Ross.
Yeah, he was amazing.
Great.
And I love I like all the Batman ones, like Dark Halloween and even Long Halloween.
The Long Halloween, with
that was Tim Sale and Jeff Loeb, I think, worked on.
Tim Sale, there you go.
The art.
Who also did Daredevil.
Yeah, and so to me, like that's my issue with like comic books. That's why I don't read. That's like a long ass disclaimer why I don't read comic books. Like I like Civil War though. Civil War was kind of cool. The Marvel.
Civil War was it was. I liked and hated. Like, I don't know if you read the issue where the Punisher basically killed two people for no reason, and then Captain America kicked him out.
Yeah, I haven't read it, but I heard about that. Yeah.
Oh, so awesome! And then the Punisher became Captain America for like 2 issues.
That's pretty.
The Punisher is fucking awesome.
His movies suck though. Isn't?
You know what? I like Warzone.
Like, I almost like Warzone. Me and Matt actually saw it right before we went to YawiCon, and it was like, it was really hard for me. Like, I didn't like the fight to the microchip. I thought that was spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen,
no, don't worry about it. Nobody who listens to my shit knows what the fuck we're talking about at this point.
But microchip, yeah, I thought that was dumb, especially the way it was set up. I don't know. You remember the movie where like he had the whole like draw in like 5 seconds, and he had 2 pistols on him. Like he could have, and there was 2 bad guys. So it was like he could have just like killed Looney Bin Jim, and then if he wouldn't have another climax thing, he could have just had him shoot like Jigsaw in the shoulder, so that way he could save Microchip. Then 2 girls get out, and then he has the big fight with Jigsaw or something. And Punisher's already shot a bunch of times, so it'd be even. Like they're both kind of shot up already.
The movie would have been better if instead of Jigsaw, the villain was Barracuda. Do you know who Barracuda is?
The guy that got killed at Eminem. Is that the same Barracuda?
No, Eminem.
Eminem killed him. I looked that up. I think Eminem killed Barracuda.
No, we're not going to talk about rappers on this show. I'm racist. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but
did you read?
It was Marvel. It was an official Marvel thing. Like Punisher, Eminem, then like Barracuda, I think, was the villain that gets killed.
Okay, I'm not into that shit. No, don't give me crossover shit. But did you read? Did you read when Garth Ennis wrote for the Punisher?
No, I guess I'm not big. I sorry to say that I'm not big. I don't read comic books. That's what the whole thing was all about.
Okay, well, hey, I will suck Garth Ennis's dick so fucking hard. What he did for Punisher made me give a shit about Marvel for a lot longer than I should have. Because no disrespect to anyone who likes Marvel, but I kind of can't stand them right now. Once Garth Ennis left the Max line of the Punisher, I stopped giving a fuck. Barracuda was such a good villain. The movie Warzone took a lot out of like the series Kitchen Irish, which it took so much from the comics, but it goes to show you that you can't be identical to comics in film to be good. It doesn't work. Because I admit that Warzone wasn't that good of a movie, but I loved it because of how accurate it was to the comics that Garth Ennis wrote. And I like, I don't know if you like Preacher. You know Preacher?
I've read the first issue, and I'm trying to find the next issue too. I'm such a poor ass, but no, I loved it. I loved the first issue, and
dude, I have all of them signed by everyone. Oh, it's like they're more important to me than my kids.
Do you have kids?
I technically no. I still think of them as my kids. Okay, here we go into the emotional shit.
Okay, we can skip that. I get it. But I did send you the Eminem killing Barracuda, by the way. I sent you a link on Skype. The Barracuda getting killed, chainsawed by Eminem.
Oh shit! Okay, for the listeners who are listening, apparently Eminem is actually chainsawing Barracuda.
In canon.
He's actually doing it. So Barracuda's really dead now? Because the Punisher I don't know if you read the issue, but he bit off his face and like axed him in the back, and it's always the black guy that gets the shit.
Well, Jigsaw got pretty fucked up. And Punisher kills a lot of white guys. I don't think Punisher really is very known for profiling. I don't think.
Oh, there was one issue in the Punisher where he tore out the intestines of some guy, and like he strung them up on trees, and he said, "If you tell me what I want to know, you don't have to die." It was just such a great scene. And speaking of great scenes, I have a picture of what's her name, Kat Dennings, back on my computer. Holy shit, I'm distracted. How does she have such huge? How does she have such huge tits?
Genetics, I'm
It's
assuming.
like,
I'm assuming it's genetics. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I don't know for sure, but
people, yeah, listeners, you need to look this up. This cannot go unnoticed.
yeah.
I'm glad you pointed this out to me. Who else can we see naked?
It's a Scarlett Johansson. She has her cell phone pics.
Yeah, we've all seen that. I dated someone that looked like Scarlett Johansson, and I'm not a fan.
Yeah, she's alright. There's also Vanessa Hudgens, and then
Yeah, her and her hairy coos. Yeah, fuck her. Fuck her and her cat face. She looks like a panther.
I think I mean, I don't know. I thought she was hot. Whatever. Oh.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm not going to disrespect you by telling you you're wrong, but you're wrong. She's not hot. She's about as hot as a dead fish.
Fish.
You know,
like dead fishes are hot for one thing. I don't know what. I know it's.
Oh, that's true. You're right. You know, you got. Once you see a dead fish, you know, you gotta fuck it. You know,
it's a rule at that point. If you can't go your carnal urges with dead fish, and I don't want to know you, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with.
So
okay, we're at the 50.
I just want to know what did you do with Daredevil? Like we started that, but you didn't go with it.
Oh, with Kevin Smith.
Yeah, what did you do to Daredevil?
Honestly, I don't remember, but I remember not liking it.
Okay.
So it's not a very valid state. Listen, no disrespect to Kevin. I have all the respect in the world for Kevin Smith. He is an inspiration as a filmmaker, because I want to make a porno. He is an inspiration. He's done comic writing for years. He really is an inspiration. But whatever he did on Daredevil that I don't remember, that I didn't like it.
So fuck you, Kevin Smith.
I don't even remember what it was, and it's so. I'm gonna redact a statement. I'm sure Kevin Smith was great on Daredevil. I don't remember.
I'm sure he's happy.
To be honest, at the time when I was getting all those comics, I was stoned out of my mind. So I didn't have a good reason to. Oh, thank you. My audience is enjoying me being stoned. It's so fun. It's so fun to fuck with. Like, I have so many sound things on here.
Do you have Arnold Schwarzenegger?
It's just.
Do you have the soundboard to like prank call people to be Arnold Schwarzenegger or be like Batman or something?
Yeah, we can do that at some point if you want. It would take a little bit more planning because we could barely get Skype working.
It took us like an hour to get this to work.
Yeah, but this is turning out to be a fun podcast. I think my listeners will like it, and if you want to be a regular guest, you're welcome to it.
Just tell me in advance.
No, I'll tell you the day we're doing
Okay,
it.
fine.
That's how I do it. That's how I roll. The next time we do it, I don't know if you know Denzel. You know who Denzel is?
No,
He's like a new comedian. Yeah, he's gonna be like a semi-permanent co-host of mine because I cancan't carry this shit by myself because I'm too boring.
I agree.
But
it's good to have another person.
So the next time you're on. Oh, really? You really think I'm that? You really think I'm that boring?
No,
do you really? Do you really think? You think I'm boring? Oh, great! I guess people agree with you.
They're cut off apparently. They like the fact that they have to like clap really loud and then go completely silent. Like the Peter off, just cut off.
Okay, and I gotta do another podcast with Fazio. I think we should all get together with Fazio. You know, we should do it at a convention.
I don't know.
Are you going to ALA?
I guess I might go. Like the thing is, like usually I have stuff to do.
Do it. Fuck your stuff. Do it. No. This is the first ALA I've ever been to, and there's so many people that I know that are going, and we're having the Last Comic Standing roast. We're having a comedy panel. There's a troll panel that I'm being a part of. There's a bunch of awesome stuff happening at AOA, and I'll bring my laptop. We can have a podcast.
I don't mean to put you on the spot. Is there any way you can get me on any of those like comedy things? I'm pretty down.
I could talk to Denzel and have you
yeah,
it's
something.
Probably.
That'd be pretty awesome.
The roast is pretty booked right now, though, and I actually have to send Fazio a link to, or I have to send him a message about all the people that are going to be on it. But that's pretty much booked. But the panel, I'll just talk to Denzel.
Let me know.
I'll get you on it. Because you're actually funny, and he trusts my judgment, which is probably a mistake.
Thanks.
But in this case, it's not.
I like that.
we'll do that. So, do you have any tour dates for your band or for
honestly,
comedy
I'm
or
pretty
anything?
much I'm pretty much literally just laying down my bed, just like talking to my webcam, not doing too much. I will let you guys know though. Like, my band should be playing sometime in November, and
November, which is
sometime
November
in
now. This is the
November.
second.
So
or
I don't
actually,
know when.
This is the...
But and we have
okay.
It's metal band.
It's metal, right? It's metal.
That's good.
My fans like metal, so.
I have all two of them.
Thing, yeah.
So.
Did you go to the Bishonen auction? Okay, so you missed my awesome outfit. Oh well. Yeah. I love metal, so I'll support you the whole way.
I'm a singer, actually, and I do sing.
What do you play?
I scream and sing, so I can do I do kind of both. I don't. So that's the thing. I like death metal. I like Monomarth. I like DSI, and I like but I can get sick of it after a while. Like you listen to like one Cannibal Corpse song, you've heard them all. It's like I like it. I get kind of.
Yeah, like
I respect
Kiss
Fate.
and Blood.
I
like
that song a little bit, but Immortal's okay. I like Immortal.
You like Immortal? I love Immortal. What about Emperor?
Kind of cool. Like, some
Emperor?
bands I haven't listened to like a bunch of like Emperor Immortal. Probably listened to a couple songs. Nile, I've heard a couple songs. I'm mostly like, honestly, you're probably gonna consider me like a fag, but I'm actually more into like new metal. I was like in the early late '90s and stuff like that. I started getting into music. I was like Core and Marilyn Manson. I still love those bands. Mudvayne, not. And then I kind of got into higher stuff like Vital Remains, and then like DSI, Cradle Filth, Demon Burger, kind of metal.
Demu Burger. Oh yes, there you go. Demu. Yes. Finally, like
really,
it's
why?
so fashionable to hate them now.
I'm honestly not in metal scene. Like all my friends, like father, like everybody's either a hipster or is in the rap. Like I literally have no friends who are into metal. Like, you're really like the only guy I know that's into metal. So,
well, I love. Yeah. I'm a metalhead through and through. I headbang to the point my vertebrae hurts. But Dimmu Borgir, I think the reason why there's a lot of hate for them is because they started out being traditional black metal and they became sympho black, which I think is like such a good thing. Yeah. I love. Yeah, they do. They sound like, I'm not knocking their early albums. I love them, but once they hit Puritanical, Euphoric, Misanthropia, they became sympho, and it was like, it was such a good album.
I remember when
it was so good, and
like Doomberger, and I always thought Doomberger is way better because Cradle Filth, like Denny Filth is a better singer, but he never uses good voices. He uses like khaki and rape, like fucking like great. I hate that shit. I can't stand it.
Yeah, Danny Filth is a good he's a good
he do clean vocals.
Character.
He do like really low vocals too when he wants to. He just never chooses to. That's the issue.
I'm not a fan of Cradle of Filth were good back in '93, and like I'm serious. Like I grew out of them so quick because they changed.
The time I got into them, like that's the album that was out, and then so I like some of their stuff.
Oh no, yeah, that's the stuff. That's when I gave up on them. Like I really wanted to be a diehard fan of them, but then their music changed so much after this EP that they released back in '93. And I just, it's not for me. But Dimmu Borgir, they're still good. I still love them.
I just have a problem with the Machine Gun double bass on their fucking. It's like their drums every single song. It's like machine. Like It's kind of
Oh, I love
every
that.
single song. Are you kidding me?
I
Like that.
love-
I don't know. I kind of gets annoying. That's a problem. Like a lot of them, but it's talented.
Their last album that wasn't a DVD live,
I
what
don't
is it,
know.
Abracadaver or Abra? uh, Their latest album, it had a lot of
Okay.
really good songs. You need to look it up. For all the fans for all my metalhead fans, you probably know what I'm talking about. Look, it's Abra something. They had a lot of good, diverse music. They have a lot of orchestral, a lot of chorus. Yeah, I really love that. Like, do you like Blind
Yeah,
Guardian?
they did the Lord of the Rings song, right?
They did a lot of Hobbit-esque stuff. Rhapsody,
Yeah.
yeah,
I love that song, by the way.
yeah. Rhapsody does a lot of, yeah. My mom likes Blind Guardian, so that
Blind
shows
Guardian.
you how good that band is. If my 70-year-old
Your
mom
mom's
can
70 years
appreciate
old? Is
metal,
that true?
then that's a good fucking band. She's
Your
old,
mom living
dude.
with us right now is like
She
70,
is
like
old.
70 something,
Like,
like that. Your mom's 70?
you will. All my grandparents are. I was like born
Okay.
way too late
I can see
in
that.
my family, and I'm also pretty old. Like, I'm a lot
how old are
older
you?
than you, I think.
You would give that up. I don't know if you want to. I don't know. Just
Uh, okay, so this is for all my Yaoi fans who like me. Please don't not like me for saying this, but I'm actually
that's not
30.
too old.
Yeah, it is. It is for going to conventions. I like the only reason I don't get strange looks by young girls is because I look like a young girl.
That's the first thing I thought when I saw you. Like, that's a hot fucking chick. Oh wait. No, I'm joking.
Oh, you really thought I was a girl? Really? Oh, because I was gonna be like, oh, I'm flattered. I feel bad about myself. But now
I'm
you
used to having
told me
long hair
you
and
were
you
lying, and now I feel bad about. Like,
it's kind of like so much of people.
well, I cut my hair. I cut my hair because I was shedding too much, you know, and like
for a
you
job
cut
though.
your hair
Like
too,
I had to
right?
get a job, so I had to cut it.
Yeah. I cut my hair because I was shedding too much, and like I don't know about you, but when I shed a lot in the shower. This is actually a joke that I'm saying at AOA, so I shouldn't be saying it now, but I'm gonna say it anyways. No, fuck it, I'm gonna say it anyways because nobody listens to it. I shed in the shower, and like it goes straight to my ass crack. I don't know why it does, but it goes right to my ass, and like I have to pick that shit out, and it's embarrassing enough on its own, but it's worse when you're showering with someone because then you have an audience.
That's
You know,
pretty funny.
like, I'll give my ex-fiance respect. She picked hair out of my ass. It was the nicest thing. Like I remember, like one time we were showering together. She's like, "You don't, your ass is not that hairy," and she was like, "Oh, it's from your head." You know, it's embarrassing, but oh, she was sweet.
Yeah.
And then she.
I hated taking showers with people.
No, go on.
Like,
go on.
You just get cold. Like I got cold.
Yeah, because you have to move out of the way while they're lathering up and shit, and yeah, it is kind of awkward, but I like doing it. I'll do it. I'll do it with
won't
you.
be the first time, but.
Yeah, I'm sick in the fucking head. Like I have so many mental problems. I don't know if you know that.
Like
my fans.
I need to go up on stage and say stupid jokes and possibly get like your ass kicked for saying stuff. But you have to be crazy.
Oh man, I've gotten so much shit for some of my jokes. I get in so
really.
You know, I almost got
I
sued
hear this
once.
Story.
Okay, this actually isn't a joke. This actually doesn't relate to my humor. It relates to my being an asshole. I was doing an article. I was doing field reporting for an online music magazine that doesn't exist anymore. And so I'm not even going to bother mentioning the name because you can't find the article. But I was doing a report for them, and I went to interview the band, and I went as press. And the question I asked them was, how did they get their visas to play in the United States? And apparently they didn't have visas. They were playing illegally. And they didn't want to translate it, so I translated it for them because I speak Japanese. And and then I got removed. I got kicked out of the convention.
Oh, geez. So it's Japanese
it was
band.
great. And it was a Japanese band. And the funny thing is, a month later, the band broke up. It's so nice to destroy the lives of others. It really is.
I don't know. I've never I did.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Actually, I did press for the college newspaper. I actually interviewed some pretty cool people. I actually interviewed Joel Hodgson from MS23K and Mystery Science Theater 2000. Yeah.
Oh, the original.
I like Mike Nelson. I like both of them. Like I like both
Mike
crews.
Nelson was
Like
cool,
I watched Cinematic Titanic and I watched Riff Tracks. Like I watched both of them. You know.
Riff Tracks. They did stuff with Star Wars.
Have you seen Birdemic? The fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, they're.
Oh, you have to see Birdemic. It's BIRDEMIC. Like Birdemic as an epidemic, but Birdemic. Yeah. It's supposed to be about birds.
Birdemic. What is that?
It's the worst fucking thing. Like you have to see the trailer. Like I'll send you a link or something. Oh man, no, you won't be doing that when you watch the movie. You'll be fucking laughing your ass off. Your listeners should be watch this movie too. And I also, but I was
okay, so. No,
I also interviewed what's his name? Fucking the guy John C. Reilly. I actually interviewed him over the phone. Both of them were over the phone. But
really?
Yeah, but he was kind of a dick because like it was kind of my fault.
No. Before you get into that, I've heard so many rumors that he's an asshole in person.
I don't know. Like I said, like I interviewed him over the phone, and like it was kind of my fault because the first he was interviewing actually about his band because when he did Walk Hard, he actually made a band with people, and he actually toured. Yeah, it's like a folksy, and I guess it's a serious band. It's like nothing funny about it. It's like literally he does music.
So he's trying. So he's trying to be Steve Martin, but he doesn't have the talent.
Actor too. Like he always did dramatic stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Steve Martin is a musician.
I don't know if that's the reason. I think it's more just like,
I
could play music. Let's play music. I think. And I asked him. I guess he did. He played music for a while, and he was kind of curt though, because I think the first thing I did, I wanted to ask about his movie stuff, and that's so dumb. I'm not a journalist. Put that out there. So that was a bad move on my part. And luckily, yeah. But luckily, the interview wasn't too bad. It's kind of curt for the whole interview. Like it was kind of he didn't really want to talk. Like, he was like late too. To call me like around 10. He called me at 11 or something at night. We're both in California, I think. So like, I don't know. But it was interesting. I don't know. It's not that fun. It'd be easier. It'd be better if he like said like "fuck you, asshole," or like hung up on me or something. That'd been awesome. But that didn't happen. Or he called me a dirty Jew or something. Like I could totally like. And it'd be awesome if he did that, but it didn't happen. It was cool. He was kind of hurt. It's kind of a dick, but not really. Like, so
sorry, I had to do that.
No, I'm
Wait, are you Jewish?
I just said.
No, you're not.
You're a bad person, so you have to like John C. Reilly's guy say Semite or something. Exactly. Who I look like.
Darky. No.
You minority, like I'm actually Native American. Actually, I don't know if I mean people have probably seen the video. Like no one sees it. I'm like 1/4 Navajo, but I'm like 3/4 white. So the white pretty much just destroys the Navajo people.
No one believes you when you tell them what you are. Like I get that shit a lot too. Like I'm Chinese, but no one believes it, and I'm also Native American. Both my parents are tribal. But no one believes it. They just think, you're some fucking weird Hindu. You're not.
Chinese. I can see Chinese in there.
Yeah. I'm not.
I mean, I don't think that's the first thing I'd think of. You tell me, I'm like, no. Like, yeah, like blonde hair, blue eyes, and shit. Like, you know, what I mean, then I'd be kind of.
But if well, I was born with.
Oh, you were.
I was born with red hair, which is the. Yeah, so because I'm also Irish and Scottish, and all of my mom's children were born with red hair.
Do you dye it, or is it just turn brown?
I don't know what that's all about. No, it just got dark
hair.
brown.
I don't do it anymore because like it's just grow out. I'm just too lazy. That's the only reason why I don't dye my hair anymore, honestly. Like, you gotta keep doing it.
Yeah, because you gotta do the roots.
It grows out. You're like,
shit.
I don't want to do that again. This is the gayest conversation two guys can have. Dye your hair. When the eyeliner gets in your face, don't you hate that? The nail polish like chips.
Well, actually, I do hate that. Oh man, when my nail polish, like if you ever paint your nails and then you paint one nail thicker than the other, and then you have to go back over the other ones just to kind of make it match.
Like I painted my
toenails. Oh, it's the worst.
And I've done eyeliner. I actually had my bandmates to put the eyeliner on me. Oh, really?
Well, I'm a cross dresser, so and like this. Well, I have yaoi fans.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a little bit of a fag.
Have fun.
You
I
know?
don't care. Yeah.
I'm a big bit of a fag. I'm the faggiest fag since
Jesus,
like.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's fag.
Jesus.
That's too faggy. I don't think I talk to you anymore. You're a faggy. Yeah. Jesus. like if you're a faggy, it's like Liberace. You'd be like, okay, that's not that big. Jesus. No. I don't know if I can affiliate with you. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Free Mercury's awesome,
you
but Jesus.
Where you help leftovers.
All of us pretty faggy too, but.
Wow, this turned out. This turned out to be a much better podcast than I expected. We're hitting our our end game. But yeah, I mean we can go on because I got plenty of energy, so I don't really give a shit. And I don't think my fans. So what else is there? Are you going to any cons next month?
Comic-Con, I'd be down for that. And honestly, it just comes down to like if Matt's going to be there, honestly, because usually I stay at Matt's place like over the night and stuff. And so I think so. Like I mean,
well, doesn't he go every year?
Do we just fucking marry him at this point?
Yeah, this is the Fazio podcast now, so all my fans forget me. Yeah. We're talking about Fazio, a much better comedian than myself.
Brony. Like what's funny about me is that people still think he's trolling. Like people still think that Matt is trolling being a brony, and he's not. Like he really is a brony.
No.
And it's like,
no,
I respect
it. Completely serious.
Like, I would just respect if he like tried to pretend he wasn't the brony. Like, oh, I'm not a brony. I just really hate the pony. It's like he just goes.
At Fanime, him and I got drunk together, and my ex-fiance at the time got a little tipsy, and he made us watch like 3 episodes, and she was like,
"Oh my God."
I
had one time I stayed at Matt's house. Matt still, I don't know, but I stayed at his house and we stayed for like 3 days or something like that. I forget how long. And for like 2 of those days, he just played My Little Pony like nonstop on a YouTube, like on the Hub channel. Just like, and we couldn't. And he lived in the mountains. He lived in Malibu in the mountains, so we couldn't go anywhere. Like it's like we couldn't like we're going to take a walk down fucking where. Down nowhere. Like pretty much like exactly. We're like.
Just in the wilderness.
Exactly.
In the wilderness,
so it's
like a cougar,
nothing we could do. We were like prisoners to My Little Ponies. And this is not a joke. This actually happened.
I know. I believe it. Fazio is he is just so weird. It's so cool. I love that guy. Like, I know I hate him because he beat me in 2010, but he's like one of the handful of comedians that are like in actual, like, there's a circle of us that I think you're becoming a part of because you're getting more into it. Like, that I think deserve the respect they're getting. Like, if you get accolades, well, I think you'll get it if you do enough shows, and after this podcast being associated with Fazio and shit. But, like, if you get notoriety on 4chan, you've made it in the circle.
You have notoriety on 4chan?
I don't know why that works that way, but it does. Like, 4chan...
You have notoriety on 4chan?
What was that?
Oh, you do? Cool.
I do, yeah. Every LCS I do, they mention me. Usually they complain about me. But, like, I remember one guy saying that, he was making like a list of good sex joke tellers, and he made Fazio was the top of the list, and then and good racist joke tellers, I was the only one on the list.
I will
Which
say,
made,
I told Foz about this. Like, I really felt like you're the few people who actually do racist jokes well. Like, they're really hard to pull off. I think I don't try them too much. Like, I don't really like racist jokes, but I think you do it well. Like, I think like the Mexican joke was really funny. Like, you're like, like I hate Mexicans. It's like this guy really mad at me. I was like, come on, all right, Dad. That was like really funny.
Oh yeah. I do jokes like that. Like it's like the trick to doing racist jokes is to do them, but make yourself a part of it, so that you can kind of bring it down to a human level and remind people that you're not hating an ethnicity.
It really is.
It's a really slippery slope that too many people are trying to do that shouldn't.
When you do Daniel Tosh does it, he sometimes flubs up, but he usually is pretty good at it. It's that you have to know, the audience know you're in the wrong. Like, Louis C.K. is perfect at this. He's the greatest at this. Where, like, you position yourself as you're in the wrong. Like, you're not, like, it's not like, the Mexicans are so lazy. It's like, I'm an idiot for thinking Mexicans are lazy. Like, as you as a comedian, as you go up there. Or something. Yeah.
Louis C.K. is awesome.
Like, yeah, I love Louis C.K. He's my favorite thing. Like, I want to be kind of serious for him. Like, we're talking about comedy. Like, one thing I always hate is people say, like, you can't say anything. Like, you know, there's certain things you can't say and it can't be funny. And I disagree. Like, let's do, like, molestation. Rape's a perfect example. I mean, Louis C.K. did perfect.
Like
one of the funniest rape jokes. He's like, he did this whole thing about this waitress that wanted to have sex with him. And she's like, and it didn't happen. And she walks up to him later, and she's like, why didn't it happen? It's like, well, you weren't into it. It's like, well, no, I like guys who just go up there and just force themselves on me. I think it's hot. It's like I'm not gonna rape you, but on off chance you're into it. And then it's like, and then he goes like rape is never good. It's never good. You know, unless they're not gonna have sex with you. I mean, what are you gonna do? Not have sex with them? That's absurd. I mean, that's hilarious. And it's like, and he's pulling the wrong in the joke. As subject, he's in the wrong. And you know that as an audience member. Like, it's not like, yeah, fuck bitches. You know, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's really, he's, you know.
Yeah.
And then George Carlin was a perfect person, too. He's like, they asked, he's like, nobody can say rape jokes. Fuck, your rape jokes are so funny. Like, I can tell you a funny rape joke right now. Imagine Porky Pig raping Elmer Fudd. Hilarious. You know? And then Sarah Silverman, actually, I'm not a big fan of Sarah Silverman always, but I think she'd be really funny, though. One of her funniest jokes is a rape joke, actually. She says, you know, like, I don't know why people complain about rape jokes. I mean, like, who's going to complain about them? Rape victims? They never even report rape. Or they never report anything. I think I said it wrong, but...
it's still funny because I've had enough to drink. I actually had a rape joke at YaoiCon that didn't go over well, but you know what? It's a funny joke.
You talked about accessorizing, and then because you had the bunny ears, and you accessorizing, and he got raped, and I'm glad the guy would like to go to jail to have sex with me. Like that. Yeah. Like, it was a funny joke. It just went on too long. I think it was like 2 or 3 beats too long. I think was the issue. If I were just to say, but like, because it's
maybe. Yeah, I appreciate.
No, it's funny because I like the punch. I remember laughing
at
it. I was like, "This is so funny." It's like it's but that was the one thing. Is just maybe that was the only issue. But it was funny. Like that was a funny joke. I had a rape joke too. Like actually, I do the whole what do I say? Like I don't have a problem getting girls. Keep girls kind of a problem. Getting girls, all I need is chloroform, an alibi. I'm just kidding. Don't need an alibi. So that was. Yeah, that was good.
That's a good one. You know, I joke about, and to be real, like this is like my listeners don't know. I joke about rape all the time, but that's because I've been raped, and it's like the weirdest thing is like people who haven't been raped are the ones that are most offended by rape jokes. I don't know why that is.
I think it's the victim.
You know, it's like,
I think it's the victim.
Are you taking?
Really like, you're a victim. White, like make fun of this bad problem, and you realize that the way to deal with it is to laugh at it and to let it go or something. I'm assuming.
Yeah, you fucking laugh at it, and like I'm in therapy, so like that's handled, and I just make fucking fun of it. It's funny. I mean, it wasn't funny at the time, but
that would be
in
weird funny at
retrospect,
the
I
time,
can
though,
make
if you're,
it
like,
funny.
laughing all
That's
the
what
time.
you
That'd be
do.
kinda weird.
That's how you.
It's like, oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, you need to be a regular guest. That was a good joke. That was a really good. If I had the soundboard up, I would give you an applause for that. Oh wait.
Yeah, but what's the other one?
Yeah, there we go.
Like, the thing, what's the other molestation? I mean, even like molestation is always funny because like they always have, not always funny, but they always have those jokes like the priest jokes. You know, like the priest molesting little like altar boys. That's jokes. Time nobody goes like that's rape joke. It is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nobody takes that seriously. And it's funny. Those jokes I laugh at them, but it's like.
Yeah. That's because nobody
Really?
gives a shit about Catholicism.
I think the reason is that
that's what it is.
It's so ubiquitous, I think, is the thing. You know, it's so ubiquitous that people just kind of just accept it, that that's something that happens. And I think that once you and it becomes kind of funny. And I think that's the thing that other things have to be. Like, it's kind of a way to kind of deal with trauma. That's just, honestly, if you're talking about seriously on a more broader scale, the comedy is. Comedy is tragedy and trauma. That's what comedy is, and it's finding the kind of silver lining in the shit kind of thing. And look at the best comedy. Yeah, look at the best comedy. Seems like even like looking Blazing exactly Saddles about racism, or yeah, exactly.
Oh,
my favorite thing was the Randolph Scott.
Where the white women at?
Man, you do it for Randolph Scott. Randolph Scott. At the choral and stuff. And then the next hours of quoting black. Right now.
You know, wait, I gotta stop you. None of my listeners know what we're talking about. No, I don't think they know Blazing Saddles. They don't know Airplane. They don't know Top Secret. They don't know, like, most of my fans are fans of me because I look good in a dress. They're not fans of me because I'm a comedian, you know, so, yeah, so you're probably wasting your time doing this podcast with me.
I just now got the job, so, but yeah.
Yeah, well...
We're talking about like this,
what were we talking about? Something about asses?
Like that's what comedy is tragedy, and like everything kind of comes from that to a certain extent. The best comedians talk about tragedy, talk about the state of the world, like George Carlin, or they talk about their personal lives, like Louis C.K., or they talk about, you know, even like Mitch Hedberg stuff about the absurdity of society, absurdity of like language and customs and things like that. Like escalators can never break; they only become stairs. It's because society's so. Yes,
sorry for the
like,
convenience.
Like tapping a frog. It's like, I'm gonna have a stick in a leaf to
with stick and a leaf.
That's a cynic.
To replicate what he's used to.
Jokes about like how we treat animals or how we treat the certain society. It's not as like cynical as maybe something like George Carlin or Louis C.K. or Patton Oswalt, but it's still there. You know, like most comedy isn't like How Great My Life Is. That's why Dane Cook's comedy sucks now. And he was funny at one point. I'm not a huge hater of Dane Cook, but I'm a huge hater of his stuff now. Like I like his.
Me and Fazio and I both admit Dane Cook, when he was, because he's a Boston comedian, and when he was starting out of Boston, he was good.
What was that one album he got really famous on? That was actually a funny album. Most of it was Louis C.K. was why it was funny, but it was still.
Oh yeah, because he stole the jokes. Yeah. So what? Actually, on the topic of that, first of all, I'm gonna say, if I was famous, one day I'm famous, me and my girl are gonna have a threesome with Kat Dennings. Be that as it may, what do you think
I do my
joke
best
stealing?
to like make my own jokes original, and there's jokes that I had before in the past where I had to stop telling them because they were like, I used to do a joke about there's a creationist museum. And there's actually like they have actually a museum in like Louisiana or something where they have actually little like cavemen riding dinosaurs. And a joke where it was like, I think Flintstones the fucking documentary, and both Louis Black and Bill Maher did that joke. I didn't see them when I did that, and once I found out they did that joke, I had to stop saying it because people would just assume I stole. I didn't steal it, but they assume I stole it.
Yeah,
and it's kind of one of those easy. Now I think about it, it's kind of an easy premise and it's like an easy joke, but like at the time I thought it was clever as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of that's the problem with a lot of jokes. Like people accuse you of stealing a joke. Like I recently did a joke that was a little
No, I don't
similar
know.
to
I
G.
might have seen him, but I don't know him. Like,
I don't know if you know him. He was the winner of the Last Comic Standing back in 2000, and who gives a fuck? But he's one of those comedians that's no, it's somebody else. This guy's funny. He's a what a dick thing I just said. But G is legit. G is legitimately a good comic. He's one of the few that, he's in the circle of good comedians. He had a bad year last year, but when he's on his game, the people are all over him. But he had a joke that I indirectly kind of it was a joke I did was similar. It was about making fun of Oakland, and it's like I didn't even realize that he had done a joke like that. So I felt terrible about having done it. And so it's like a lot of.
It's go on. I don't think I was going to say no. Are you still looking at that?
I'm too distracted with Kat Dennings' tits right now.
I got over it.
Yeah,
honestly. I'm already over
it.
Like,
I'm looking at that.
Okay,
I'm like,
this is a true story. I went to Las Vegas one time and I had no fun because I don't like drinking and I don't like gambling, and I went to a strip club for the first time. The first and only time I went to a strip club. And we took this limousine there even. It's like, I guess in in Las Vegas, you literally have limousines just take you to strip clubs. They're for free. You just go in there and they just take you from a hotel to a strip club limousine. It's pretty sick. But then we went inside and it was like titties. I was so happy. And then after about like 3 minutes, I was over it. I was like, oh, okay, titties. Like, whatever. But there's a natural part of the body. It's like, it's not that big of a deal. Once you get past that initial, like, oh my god, it's kind of tiring.
Yeah, but if you haven't fucked a girl in months, like, I don't know how much tail you get, but I don't get any anymore because my girlfriend right now is in New York. And my ex-fiance, we were last. The point is nobody fucks me, so when I see a good pair of titties, I'm set for a couple hours. Even
me when it's been a few months, even then it's kind of like I'll see a tits, and I'll be over it. I mean, I guess for me, it's like I'm kind of boring in that way, honestly. Like, I guess.
But Kat Dennings, she's got a nice rack. She really does.
Yeah.
She's fucking hot. Much hotter than.
Are you thinking you could pull it off because your girlfriend's Jewish? Just like, I can do all the Jew jokes I want.
I can pull it off because I'm a dick. That's why I pull it off. I'm a
That's probably why they love you.
Dick, and everybody knows it.
That's probably what
and besides,
that's probably why they love you. That's probably why they do.
What was that?
They.
You love me? Oh, that's.
Well, I said they. I didn't say me. I said they.
Are we happy? Well, you should say you because we should have like a totally
if you want a game moment, we'll have a game moment.
Make it. We need to have it now because I am like I need to.
We're going to.
No, okay, let's move on from this. Okay, so we are in
an hour and a half, really. Time flies.
It's been an hour and 23 minutes. Normally my podcasts are 53 minutes, but we've talked a lot more than that. So if you want anything to plug, if you want to keep going, we got all nights. I mean, no one listens to this shit,
yeah, it's up
so
to you, man. I don't really care.
I mean, we could take a break. Well, why don't we take a pee break and we'll be right back.
All right, see you.
How about we do that?
What were we talking about?
Okay, we'll be right back. I have no recollection, and we're back. We're back to this regrettable podcast, which I'm sure we will both regret.
It'll be like last time we were together. Like, I totally regretted it. I was like, what was I thinking?
Did you really? Did you not enjoy the
you
show?
were
I mean,
kind of
it
for
was
like
hot
a
in that room.
girlish though. That's the only issue. It was a little too girlish. I thought.
Wait. I'm saying the room atmospherically
you're
was
right.
hot.
It was
Not
hot.
I was
It
hot.
pretty hot.
Are you?
I'm
You're saying
I was making
I'm
a joke
a little
about like
too
we had
girlish?
past
Is that what
experience
you're
that
saying?
never happened, but I guess it ruined it. You ruined it.
Oh,
Magic
yeah,
is gone.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
now that
so
the
like, have you
magic
seen?
is gone.
You know, what I just saw recently. I actually saw
All right.
I saw Cloud Atlas, but I also saw Cabin in the Woods. Have you seen Cabin in the Woods?
Cabin in the Woods. I heard great things about it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Cabin in the Woods.
I should
and,
see it. I know
Cloud
it's good.
Atlas. Have you seen, what movies have you seen
but go
recently?
on.
Like that's the thing I gotta know. I think listeners gotta know too. What movies? What?
I don't watch movies. Like the
Oh
last
my god,
movie I saw
that movie's
was
awesome though. I don't know
The
what you. What
Avengers.
did you think about the Avengers? Did you like the Avengers?
Well, I was fucking. Here's the thing. I was shit faced when I watched it because I watched it at YaoiCon, and I was fucking drunk out of my mind, and like, oh, it was the greatest. It was the greatest. I don't know why you didn't
I don't
stay
know,
for the
like,
night
Matt
because the
wanted
night
to go. We
is
went to
when
Universal
shit
Studios.
happened.
What happened? Like, we're talking about Matt. Yeah, he's going back. But basically, like me and him, we snuck into Universal Studios, and it was like Mission Impossible shit. We actually had to like climb around places. We actually go around like where they parked the fucking tram shit. We had to go around there.
That's dangerous. I mean, you heard about
Well,
the
the
dude that
trams
got his
just
head
go, like,
kicked
not a roller
off by
coaster,
doing
it was
that
a
shit,
tram.
right?
But yeah, we did that, and then we got
Okay,
in and we went
but
to a
still,
Transformers ride, and we stayed. We literally waited an hour and a half, fucking Silent Hill like walkabout. That was like 2 minutes. It was the shittiest. I was so mad at Matt, and he was paying for everything, so I couldn't say fuck you and leave, like, you know, even though I wanted to.
Well, if he was paying for things, then how did you sneak in?
Like, the Awicon, the gas, and all that stuff. So like, and then so like when we were in Universal Studios, it was like, yeah. I had a lot of money issues for a while. Like, I'm still in debt. I have like negative $27 right now.
What? Wait. Oh well, I have like over 2,000
he works
in debt. But
well, that's about Matt. Like,
Matthew,
he literally
Matthew
gets
has
like
a job?
stuff from like his parents' friends. Like he works at a restaurant that's owned by his parents' friends. He's like writing a thing for his parents' friends. He got like just job writing for a show possibly from his parents' friends. Like I kind of hate Matt. Like, he's like all these like just ran. He worked on like a Justin Bieber music video because of his family friend. Yeah.
Oh, it's Justin Bieber, so that's
big,
not really
big
something
guy,
to
I mean,
put on
it's
your
like a
resume.
music video, and it's for a big artist. It looks pretty good on a resume.
It's not worth it. I would rather die lonely and forgotten than to be known
Here's the thing,
for
like,
being the dude that helped Justin Bieber.
I don't know why people hate Justin Bieber so much. I don't like him. Don't get me wrong. I just don't hate him because like he's talented. I mean, he got the rags to riches story.
Really, he's talented. He's about as talented as a penguin with Down syndrome.
But I mean, like he's a pop music bullshit. Like it's whatever. It's not like Justin Timberlake's talented. I don't like his music. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like
Justin Timberlake has a great sense of humor. So he gets a pass by me. He can make fun of himself.
They have like that video where
I haven't seen that
like
from
that
Justin
commercial
Bieber
where he called himself like a little girl or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know. For me, like, I think a lot of it's jealousy from maybe not you, but like I know people that it just feels like to me like, oh, he's like a little kid, and he has all this money, he gets all these girls, fuck him. Like I think it really is like Justin Timberlake was a punchline. He was Justin Bieber's age. You know, like he was like, I hate Justin Timberlake so much. Now he's cool. So almost Leonardo DiCaprio was the same way. During Titanic, it was like, fuck Leonardo DiCaprio, and now Leonardo DiCaprio is cool. I almost feel like I see like a lot of people did though. Like,
but I never hated those guys.
Those like the teen people that people hate, the guys hate because they're jealous of them, and then they get older, and if they're talented, you know, people accept them again, or they go to drug rehab and die, like Corey Feldman and them, or Corey Haim. Corey Feldman, I guess, is sadly still alive, but
Wasn't it both of them?
Yeah,
they
Corey
didn't die,
Haim
but
died
they both have drug
and like
problems.
Feldman's still alive. I think he's doing the voice for like Michelangelo again. I don't know. That's a fucking turtle. Yeah, he did. I don't know if he says though.
On the Ninja Turtles? I don't think he would be doing it now. That's a kid show.
Yeah.
Speaking of drugs,
Really?
oh man, what I wouldn't do for some heroin right now, you know? Oh my god, like this is where I alienate myself from everyone I know. I mention heroin, and people are like, "Dude, whoa!" I'm like, "Dude, you have obviously never done heroin."
I have a story
That's
from
shit.
my stand-up. Actually, sometimes I talk about this.
Well, let's not.
Modesto. Actually, when I was 15, I was in a metal band. Surprise, surprise. And there was this. I went to shocking. I went to this band. I went to this place called Empire, and I don't know if you know Empire, but it's really like it's worse than Modesto. It's like Modesto, but like the Shanghai version of Modesto. And you go in there, and like I went to this person's house. I went to let's go to a party, and like this fat 17-year-old girl by herself, and she comes in this room, comes back out a pound of cocaine. Just like a pound of cocaine on the floor, on the table, and then
nice.
I didn't try it because I've never tried cocaine or anything. I was a pussy. I was like 15 years old. I didn't even try pot at that point. Even though I've barely even done it since then. But like the thing about that story that I haven't really thought about until I told about it recently is that a pound of cocaine. That's a lot of cocaine. I mean, that's like Colombian cartel shit. It's like what people kill your families for that much cocaine. That's
it is.
That's what Scarface got killed off of. Like, I don't understand how the negotiations went. Like, I think I'd like to have bust my balls. Like, she's like a 17-year-old girl. Like, how the fuck did she negotiate this fucking transaction? In Modesto, no less. Like the Colombian cartel fucking Modesto. I don't know what the fuck. That's the story.
That is a lot of
cocaine. I was just like,
that is a very.
Fuck. And like again, as a kid, I was like,
That's scary. That'll kill.
But like as a kid, it was scary, because it was like I never seen cocaine before, and now as an adult, I'm scarier. I'm thinking like, how did that happen? Like I don't know, like what was the point A to that point B? You know what I mean? Like what happened before? It was a prequel to that that situation where I got myself into. I like to find that out.
How did that lead up to that? And So you're in a band.
No, I was
you've
never
never
always
done anything.
Head, I always goth and stuff like that. And I just never. I guess here's the thing. Like if I want to play it serious, we don't want to get too serious on this, but it's like I have a family, not my immediate family. Like my mom and dad didn't have these issues, but like my uncles and aunts did, my cousins did. Immediate cousins, aunts, uncles, cousins, my grandma, not the one I'm living with, but the other side of the family. They have addiction problems. Like problems with heroin or skiing or cigarette. My dad had problems with cigarettes. I don't smoke. So like that was always kind of the thing. It was just like addiction was a huge part of like my family history, and so it was kind of like I already had my own kind of like dare PSA in my family tree. It was kind of. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, luckily it wasn't my immediate. It wasn't like my brothers and my mom and dad. So that was good. That was lucky for me. I kind of lucked out on that. But seeing it even just on the peripherals is enough for me to be like, I'm not cool with that. So and then I had friends. I had a friend who OD'd on heroin. I had a friend who OD'd on cocaine. I had a friend on Modesto. All my metalhead friends, they were all druggies, and so like I went to rehab. I had a girl who was like teen, had sex with a bunch of guys, and she was doing prostitution for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I had some pretty fucking like after school special was my life, pretty much. So like, and so it was really hard for me to want to do that. Like, it was like my entire life was basically like a really fucked up episode of Degrassi, pretty much. So
one of the special 2-hour-long episodes.
Not my life,
like the
but
two-parter
like
ones.
Of all my friends. So it was pretty easy for me not to want to do drugs, honestly.
Well, Well, yeah, there's a saying: a fool learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from the mistakes of others. So you just proved you're a wise
Here's the thing,
man,
though.
and I am
Honestly,
a
I feel
fool.
that people learn from mistakes. And I think that drugs, like, I've done pot when I was in college, and I did get drunk once. I got faced once, my entire life once, but still. But I'm glad I experienced it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad I'm able to know that experience. I'm glad I'm able to, like, have experienced it, and I did salvia, and I'm still learning shrooms one of these days. Hope no cop shows me this. you know, but so
no.
and so I never had an issue, and I was an experience thing. So that's this thing. That's why I try to go out there, do comedy, and do band, do music, do movies, And so, like, I don't have a problem with people doing drugs. I never had an issue. All my friends did drugs. They're the cool kids, And that's true. They really were. A lot of times they're the ones that actually thought more and were deeper than a lot.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm joining a new band with Matthew Cartagena, and I'm actually scared of getting back into the drug scene because I was a heavy drug addict back when I was like 16. I was like, I was all over the place.
I would have hung out with you in high school. Like we were the same age.
Wait, what?
No, we're not. No.
Oh, we're not the same age, are we?
Youngin, kind of. I'm like 24.
You're a youngin.
Not that young.
Yeah. Oh, I remember being 24 back when I believed in hope and life and love. I believed in love. Those days. Those days.
Yeah.
Those days ended real quick when I realized women are vicious.
Early on in life, like I had I lived with a girl when I was in high school. Like when I was in I was dating a girl for like 2 years. I was a sophomore. And junior year, my mom she had issues at her home, and so she moved in with my parents. And my mom actually legally adopted her, so she's technically my sister. So it's actually pretty bad. But she came in as my girl.
Oh.
Well, she came in as my girlfriend. So, like that's the thing. Like she wasn't like.
That's
whatever.
That is kinky shit right there.
And so
that is hot.
So my point is that like I've been through that where it's like we were married for like those 2 years. I mean, it was like first year and a half of school, then it got awful. So it's like you went space. It's the same thing. It's like fucking a sitcom. It was really like every single issue I saw in sitcoms where we were dealing with. They were like she was like 3 years younger than me. So I was like 17. She was like 14, 15, something like that. We're both underage, but. But the same shit. It was like, oh, I need space, or like, who are you hanging out with? And,
yeah.
Or like having to wake up to telenovelas. That wasn't. She was Tina. So like having to wake up to that wasn't very fun in the middle of the like Saturday mornings. Like I'm fucking want to sleep on Saturday mornings.
And she's there with a rose. She's there with a rosary praying to like St. Jude and shit.
I'd have to deal with that, luckily. Oh my god. I'd date like
it's all bullshit. There is nothing worse. Okay, I got a question for you. I asked this on my last podcast to my listeners, but I'm gonna ask this to you directly since you can give feedback. What's worst? What's worse? A friend who has recently fallen in love, or a friend who's recently been dumped?
I think that someone's broken up with, like Misery Loves Company.
You think so?
I'm usually single a lot, so like the one that's fucked up is he's got up. I can lift him up. We can hang out. We can do stuff. The guy who's in love, like you can't hang out with him. He's always with the girl. He's like a douchebag. He's like trying to talk about how awesome his girlfriend is. And even if I have a girlfriend, sometimes it's annoying. Like I remember we're both like happily. Yeah. I had a friend who was like we're both happily dating somebody, and he was just annoying about it. Like I was trying to be cool about it. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was a douchebag too. But that's the thing too. Like when you're dating somebody, you don't know you're a douchebag. You don't mean to be a douchebag. You want your friend's girlfriend. Like you want her to be part of your friends. Like, so your friends see you as kind of like showing off, and you're just seeing it as unless you're a douchebag and you are just trying to show off. But like I just try to put my friends, and like what my intention was just like, look, like she's cool. She keeps my friends, and so like you don't want to have to mix. You don't have to like separate. You don't want to be like. And it's just annoying. It usually never works. Usually the girlfriend doesn't fit with the friends.
Yeah.
And that's fine. They don't have to. I mean, like, It's just annoying when they try. So like, by far, the friend who got broken up with. Also, they watch bad movies with you and hang out with you.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe it's a selfish. I'm a selfish bad person, but like I like I being on a friend kind of thing.
There is nothing wrong with being a bad person. Let me tell you.
Or who you rather be with, I think is the question. I find love more insufferable, but. Well, the question you asked me, like, what do you find?
Wait, what's the question?
More tolerable.
I think your friend that's recently fallen in love is sickening. It's disgusting. It's horrible.
Really?
But a friend that's been dumped is worse. It's like, dude, get over it. There's so many fucking women. You know, it's like you were dumped by one. You mean if you think you can't do better, then you should kill yourself right now.
I never talked to you.
You know, it's like fucking women.
Hey Virgil, I just got broken up with. Fuck you, Damien. Kill yourself. I was like, all right, cool.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's my advice.
I think nothing too is that I think it's just jealousy. I think honestly, like, just put it out there. Like I think I just get jealous. I think I just get.
Oh, I do not. I do not get jealous. I get nauseated. It's like, dude, you're a man. Stop acting like you're a woman. You know, it's like if you're in love with a woman, great. Keep it to yourself. You know, share it with her. Don't share it with me. I'm not your woman.
But
you know.
Yeah, I remember
it's
going back to bat when he had a girlfriend. He was like, posting all the pictures. Like I tried to post any pictures. Like I was dating a girl. I posted like 3 pictures. Like the entire time we're dating for like a month or 2 or something like that, and it was just like 3 pictures the entire time. He was dating a girl like 2 weeks, like 20 pictures.
The girl I'm with now, like I left her for my ex-fiance, which was a big mistake because my ex-fiance, be that as it may, but the girl that I'm with now, I've essentially been with for 8 years. I have not posted a single picture of her and I online at all. You know, because it's
exactly.
like, it's my business.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Stay out of it.
And it's like, a lot of it is to show off, too. A lot of guys will do that. Like, I don't know if it's true with every single guy. Some guys just like, since the guys are forced to. I remember that was kind of my issue, too. It was like, it was I kind of wanted to show off, like, maybe one to, like, some people, but, like, she wanted to show off more. Like, she had more pictures of me than I had of her. Like, that was the thing. And that's,
that's what it is. Except, to be fair, I have more nude pictures of her than she does of me. So, and speaking of Fazio, I actually showed Fazio her ass, and he approved.
I don't think he's picky. I don't think he's picky though.
Like I have no qualms.
I think he'd be like,
be that as it may, my woman has a huge, great ass. You know, you would fuck that with a pineapple.
Fucking a pineapple.
You know what I mean?
Really
it's just great.
I don't see your girlfriend's loose. I'm just saying, like, if you're able to get a pineapple in there, I don't think that's a good thing.
No. No. I mean, she's tough and she can take it. You know, she is. Like the last time we tried anal, I was like, oh, dude, is it working? And am I?
I want to put that out there.
Okay, we're not going to talk
about anal a few times with girls, and I don't like it. Like it's not as good as regular sex, and I just don't understand. It's too much effort. Like I'm lazy. I'm a lazy man. I like cowgirl. Like I like your girl on top of me because I'm lazy. Just treat me like you want, whatever. Like you know what I mean? Like they usually like it better because they can do whatever they want with me. Like that's the thing. I'm so lazy.
Yeah,
and like anal is too much effort and it's not as good. Like it's like a Mac. It's like so much more effort to do things, and it's like.
No, I completely disagree. When you come in the asshole, it's like, wow, I just fucking violated you. It's like I have control over you.
Thing, and I don't care about control. I don't give a shit about that. Like all I care about is I'm getting laid. I don't put this whole cycle stuff. Even though I was dating a girl for like 4 years, never came to that. It never was like I control you, I own you. Never that. It never came to that. It was always just like I'd rather her enjoy herself. Like that's nothing too. Like anal seems painful. I don't like getting blowjobs. Like I feel like the girls. I feel bad for the girl. Honestly, I'm too pathetic. I guess I care about people too much.
Yeah. I feel bad too because my dick is huge, but all it's
2 inches of
it. What? Yeah, you better redact that statement, otherwise we're gonna have a sword fight at ALA. I'll show you how big it is. Now, my point is, you're goth. I'm fetish, so you don't understand. You goth. Well, yes, it is. It's a little bit more than the goth thing. You fucking goth kids and your makeup and your
I'm lazy.
French
Again,
coats.
I'll go back to laziness. All my stuff is laziness. Like I go to anime.
Okay, I believe that your laziness, yeah. Because to do anal, there's a little work into it. Yeah, you gotta work up to it. But
it doesn't feel better to me. It's like there's no lube. Unless you put lube in there, then that's just cheating at that point.
No. Here's the thing. It's dirty. That's the thing. It's like, ooh, yeah, this bitch is dirty. I'm all about that.
It's a psychological. I don't like being sweaty even. I'm such a boring. Like all these people are listening. And like, this guy's fucking boring. Fuck that. I don't want to fuck this guy. He just lay down, do nothing. Hates being sweaty. Like the most boring lay.
No, that's what I was gonna say. The thing about the cowgirl shit is like they don't realize that they're slamming your balls a little bit too hard.
I don't worry about it. That doesn't bug me too much. You must be like
it bugs me because I have huge nuts. But
it's like a huge dick, huge ball. Imagine it's like a cartoon because you're like a small dude. I imagine like if you had a dick, that'd actually look terrible. That would be unattractive. Like if you had a huge dick, like it'd be like the weirdest thing.
Oh, there is nothing unattractive about my naked body. Let me tell you, I could streak and people would be like, dude, like I would get stopped by the police and I would get like questions for advice on how well I do it.
Most people look at me naked and be like, hey, you need to work out more. Yeah. Get that little tummy. I think you gotta keep like your shirt on, sir. I look like I have the body of a sitcom dad. That's basically what my body is. According to Jim is what they call me. They call me the according to Jim stomach.
Okay. Wow. Okay. You're making my face red. You gotta tone it down. I think that's it. I think we've hit our limits. I can't take it anymore.
Well, the fact that I'm an ugly fucker. Let's end with that.
All right. You want to?
I'm a boring, lame, ugly fucker. Let's end that. Let's end on that note. Fine. I'm fine.
Let's end on that note. No, okay. Before we wrap this up, you got name your band, plug your band.
Hero, Fallen.
Say it again.
Hero. I don't think so at the moment.
You guys have a website?
We probably should at this point. It's like it's plugged. We can't do anything about it.
Okay. Well. To the listeners, his name is Daimon Damaske. That's right? Damaske. Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say Damaske. But anyways, you can find him on Facebook. You're okay with that, right? Look him up on Facebook. He's a really cool guy. He does comedy. He's funnier than I am. And he's like Fallen
singular.
Heroes. That's the name of the band. Fallen Hero, singular Fallen Hero.
I do have a blog though. I do have
to show you how professional he isn't.
No. Well, I just did.
So we'll
That's what
point
it's called.
that out.
It's called Daimon Damaske blog. It's like on WordPress or something.
Oh, well, okay. Okay, WordPress. There you go. You guys, the listeners, look him up. He's a really funny guy. Obviously, you can see he got a lot more laughs out of me than I did. So Damien, I don't know. me and
That'll be
Denzel
fine.
are probably
Just give
going
me
to
a
do
call
a
if
podcast
I'm not
tomorrow.
doing anything.
You
I'll be
want in?
down. I probably won't be doing anything. So yeah, sure. Just give me contact. Just contact me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll let you know. And so, thanks again
No
for
problem,
coming
man.
on the show. You're going to probably be another regular guest.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for being on the show. Thank you for being
No problem, man.
thank you for performing at YaoiCon. For all my Yaoi, remember him. He was the guy that was funny, you know. And